Ready, set, go.
Ooh boy. Okay, back to Tiny Bunny. I cannot run. Won't get away. They'll catch me. We're getting bullied by Semyon and Roma and I can't remember the third guy's name. But we also learned that Polina has a really strong hatred for dogs. Got a bit of a history with stray dogs. And then, no, I won't run. Won't abandon Polina. Let me warn you, Sayoma. If he won't help, you'll take his place, got it? This piece of shit won't. Just look at him, he's a total loony. Oh, okay. Oh, I must have hit X. This loony had already smacked you in the face. Romka's right. Come on, big guy, assert your fucking dominance. It's unfortunate that I have to swear in the first minute or so. I'll make a sound like "ha!" and that'll be used to cover the curse there. Or we'll make you up so hard your pig tits will fall off. Pig tits. Good word combination. You must indeed be scared of Romka. Semyon swore silently and glared first at me, then at Polina. Here. It'll fit better this way. Oh, great. He hurled a huge ball of spit on the inside of the plastic bunny face and put it close to mine. The spit looked like a squashed spider. Romka's face twisted. He spasmed like a beast, like he wanted to tell Semyon something, but then he suddenly stopped. Polina covered her face with her hands in terror. Covered. Semyon was still close by, with a disgusting smirk on his face and a terrible smell coming from his mouth. Put it on, fast, or you're dead. The mask almost looked even more disgusting now, yet, despite everything, I felt like it was a chance for salvation. It could become my second skin. If only I was to put it on. If only my face was to touch its bumpy surface. I'm sure the fur will glitter. The ears will tremble like they're alive. I just need to put it on, and Semyon and his friends will be gone. I don't know if that's how that works. I'm not sure if that's how that works. Forever. Yeah, I don't know if that's the system here. I'm gonna tell him to put it on though. I reached out. My hand wasn't shaking anymore. Time to put on that freaking mask. Semyon handed me the mask and let out an evil laugh. The fur felt warm to the touch, just like I expected. I got goosebumps. Electricity flowed through my spine. This is it. My salvation. A voice whispered to me from the well of my subconscious. Just put it on, and nobody will hurt you. The forest froze, gazing at me with cracks in the bark. I acted slowly. I took off my glasses, got rid of the nasty spit on the papier-mache. There was movement inside of the bunny face. How so? I don't see, as if something was trying to break out. I don't see it. And I needed to help it. Okay, here we go. I lifted up the mask and started moving it toward my flaming cheeks. Just like in that movie with Jim Carrey, this mask had power. This mask had strength. This mask has anonymity. is what we're talking about. Carton touched my skin. It enveloped my skull, my nose, took the shape of my face. It smelled like an animal lair and pine. My lips touched some sort of hard, wavy material. Oh, what's happening here? How do we have peripheral vision with a mask on? My armor. Strangely enough, through the slits of the old carnival mask, I was able to see as good as through my glasses. A trio of boys frozen in the clearing. Snowflakes frozen in the air. The trees, whose shadows formed black streams toward me. And a weird silhouette in the early twilight, behind the windfall. In all that silence, Semyon nervously whispered, "Hey guys, what's up with him?" I broadened my shoulders. My muscles felt like they were made of steel. Invisible plumes of fog flew toward me, breaking off the trees. I was absorbing the forest's power with every pore of my body. What, really? I smiled underneath the mask. No, I showed my teeth. My fists were itching. My stomach was growling. "He's turning." "You asked for this." I'd made a step forward. Semyon carefully stepped toward me, as if he was walking on thin ice. A trail from my dreams snaked in front of me again. Endless, alluring, it was beckoning me away from all the problems, to the new wonderful world, the world of Magic Neverland. Oh boy, okay. I pulled on the zipper, opened my coat, and threw it into the snow with a fast motion. Then growled. That's a good solid growl. That wasn't bad. That was pretty decent. I felt like something was frantically looking for the exit underneath my skin. I went towards Semyon. "He's turning." "Fuck. Turning into fucking..." Clearing blew up into hysteric laughter. Yasha was clutching his stomach. Roma smirked, shaking his head. And Semyon, who was laughing the most out of the three, spat on his knuckles and waved his fist like a club. "You're such a moron, Tosha." Oof. A fist collided with my mask. The fur didn't dampen the blow at all. Yikes. Oh no. There was no power, no magic smoke coming from the pines. I flew toward the bushes and I landed on my butt. To my horror, Polina, pale in the face, stood behind the back of the jeering trio. She looked at me with a mix of surprise and bewilderment. Maybe even disappointment. What else did I expect? That I will turn into a superhero and save her after putting on a piece of old carton on my stupid face? My vision, bolstered by adrenaline a moment before, returned to normal. Polina's nervous face became blurry again. "Now that was something. I thought he'd get on all fours and terrace to bits. Like a carrot." "Yo, did you see that, eh? Did ya? Does this count as him hopping?" "This was even better." I sobbed. The mask had one advantage. If I cried now, nobody would see my tears. What a loony. You belong in a loony house. For animals, eh? Semyon put his knee into the snow pile and ripped the glasses out of my numbed face. Oh, don't break my glasses. Those things are expensive. Give it back. Give it back, idiot. Give my glasses back. I won't make it home. Bullshit. Haven't you heard that bunnies have a good sense of smell? So don't worry, just use it. Hippity hop, hippity hop. Semyon shoved the trophy into his pocket and flashed me a toothy grin. At least he didn't break them. It means I still have a chance to get them back. Besides, bunnies don't wear glasses. Now scram. Now scram. I stood up, still wobbly. The trees became a blurry, dark wall. 4 bright silhouettes were wobbling around me. There were black spots on them, their eye sockets and mouths. But it looked to me like there was more of them than it should be. Polina! I felt around aimlessly. One of the figures was about to rush toward me, but was stopped by another. Don't worry, big ears. We'll escort Polina ourselves. She'll be in safe hands. You know, there are a lot of shady types snooping around here and all. Right, Polina? She didn't reply, just stepped back toward the bushes. I was overflowing with despair. I turned to the forest. Semyon's boot came to my rescue, kicking me in the butt and quickening my shameful retreat. Hippity hop, hippity hop. I threw the mask into a ravine out of spite. No, we might have wanted to hang on to that. And then zigzagged through the firebreak, alone in a giant snow-laden world. The trunks around me bent in all directions. Their treetops disappeared into the darkness above me. Man, I miss when this game was scary because of the possible monsters and not because of actual human beings. Miss that. The sky was pushing me down. I wanted to cry, but my eyes were completely dry by now. Only sadness and longing were left. I desired to bury myself under the snow or leave for the Neverland, joining Vova and Senya. I didn't care where to go, just somewhere far away from here. Somewhere very far away. Like Disneyland. Disneyland works. Ooh, it's snowing and all. Nice. And we're back home. Hey, what's this? Where are you? Wait, hang on, I gotta get back. Hey, what's this? Where are your glasses, Anton? Did you lose them? See, How can you be so careless? Do you think I own a money printing press? Okay, Mom, do you maybe... God, how bad of a parent this lady is. Do you maybe wanna, first take notice of the fact that we've been crying? Yeah, right. You'll be wearing out your old glasses until next year. Olya rushed to me. Oh, I missed voicing Olya. I saw a fox. Surprise akin to a shotgun blast. I could only flap my lips in reply. Oh, what? Oh no. A cup shattered into many little pieces with a loud thang. My mom let it fall from her hands. What? What happened? What? Her face was pale and her eyes were glued to the ground. What happened? This pause, just a split second, felt like an eternity. What happened? What just happened? Then my mom spoke with disappointment. First it was an owl, now it's a fox. Will you ever get tired of this? You dropped a frickin' teacup to yell at your daughter for having an imagination or possibly seeing some actual monsters? But it's true. She was so fluffy. She stood on her back legs near the hedge, just like a person. The fox called my name, but then Mom came and she fled. There was no fox. Stop making things up. Don't go near her. Oh, there you go, Anton. There you go, sticking up for yourself and your sister. If it was necessary, I was ready to shake my sister as if she was a doll made of cloth. What's wrong, Tosha? Don't go. You hear me? Mom entered the hallway and gave me a surprised look. I hesitated. Well, a fox will bite you. I remembered fairy tales where foxes used to kidnap children. I imagined Elisa, liberated, carnivorous, running through the night forest with a dangling sack in her hands. It wasn't a real fox. Mom, go. Just, can you not be in the room right now? Can you go somewhere else? The adults are having a conversation here. Tell him, Ilya. She stood on two legs and she wore a dress. And she was real. Nice, Ilya. Way to stick to your guns on this. See? Mom showed us a tired smile, as if it was the only explanation needed. What? What do you... What? I almost forced myself to smile. My smile was like a thin piece of soap, right before it dissolves completely on your palm. But when I was left alone with my sister, I whispered, "If you see her again, run." Okay, so Olya saw Elisa, is what happened here. I shut my eyes and threw the vitamins in my mouth, washed them down with water. Oh yeah, I forgot there's this whole thing with meds, or vitamins. Please stop driving me mad, please. I was doing my homework on a Friday evening, like usual. I had already finished the hard part. There was only my art homework left. My favorite subject. Let's draw some stuff. Ooh, this is cute. I needed to draw some sort of magic beast. Oh, it's a triceratops. Some sort of dinosaur. Oh, excuse me? I wanted to draw a dino at first, but my brush reached toward the orange paint all by itself. Excuse me? What, excuse me? What? One stroke after another, the picture of a fox started slowly forming on a piece of paper. What's going on here? Why, she was almost popping out of the snow-white sheet. She stood on her back legs and wore a sly smile. My brush moved again, drawing a fluffy tail. A moment later, it dropped out of my weak hand. After I finished my drawing, oh, we're really zooming in here. I spent a while studying it in surprise, as if I couldn't understand where this red beast came from. The longer I looked, the scarier her smile felt. Carnivorous, fake, like the smiles of women from adult magazines that were sold in press kiosks back in the city. An alluring smile that masked deep-seated malice. And the fox's eyes turned out red, as if bloodshot. I kind of wish I could have seen this in color, but whatever. Not gonna worry about that. They looked more like bullet holes you see in action movies. I don't remember drawing them this way. I moved away from the table and the lamp's light reflected from the wet paint. The drawing was glossy. Felt like the fox was watching me. Waiting. Oh, hi, Dad. Hi. Are you deaf? I was just thinking. I'll ask you again. Have you seen your sister? She's hiding somewhere again. Something moved under my bed and I froze. Okay, so we don't know where Olya is. Olia's dirty face peeked out with a finger pressed to her lips. Got it. I understand the assignment. Absolutely. Shh. Olia, I can see you. Get out of there. You're covered in dust. Olia crawled from under the bed and started dusting off her stockings, looking down. Let's go. I'll read you a fairy tale. Keep you company until you fall asleep. I want to sleep with you. Not in that room. And here's Mom. Mom has entered the chat. What? The owl again? What do you think? Olia, it won't come anymore. I chased it away. Okay, I like the way that the dad is approaching it. The dad is still meeting Olia on her terms in his own way. It's not perfect, but he's putting in certainly more effort than Mom. He didn't. And it will come. It's said that it'll come every night. Oh, it talks now? Olia ignored the question and then asked with newfound determination, Can I sleep with you? Please. This will be the last time. No. Why didn't you let her sleep in my room? I thought it was a great idea, but Olia shook her head again. No, I don't want your room. It watches you too. Oh, good, great. Glad to hear that. That's great news. Fantastic. I felt goosebumps all over my body. Enough. There's no owl. You're sleeping in your own room tonight. Got it? Mom, please. Please. Mom took Olia's hand and tried to lead her out of my room. No. This child is not letting this go. There's snot streaming out of there. That she is not giving up on this. Let's go, sweetie. Don't bother your brother. Olia clutched the bed's head with her free hand. Please. I don't want to go to it. Mom was tugging Olia toward herself, but she didn't budge. Only the bed's head squeaked in agony. Dad intervened by picking Olia up and carrying her out of the room, despite her desperate protests and pleas. No, don't take me to it. It's going to watch me again. Oh no. I've listened to them struggling to make my little sister go to bed for a while. In the end, my parents gave up and let Olia sleep with them. Oh, good. Nice. But it was surely the last time. Ever. Oh, I don't like the way you said that. When everybody settled down, I was lying in my room, thinking about Olia's words. It's watching you too. I felt uncomfortable. I barely managed to calm down, only after closing the curtains in my room shut. But as soon as I closed my eyes, memories of my day started jumping around in front of me. Yeah, that does happen at the end of the day, right before you go to bed. The brain decides to take stock of everything. I was in the middle of the stuffy school corridor. I could see the literature classroom from here, the faces of dead classical writers on their portraits, the prim and regal pose of our homeroom teacher, Lilia Pavlovna. And around that corner was her daughter Katya, a snitch and a gossip, eagerly waiting for me. Hey, transfer student. What do you want, Katya? She got on her tiptoes and started swaying while hiding her hands behind her back, and then asked me with a fake smile on her face, "Can I ask you something? Why did you get transferred here?" I might have told the truth about this to Polina, but Katja will sell it on the market for 3 kopekos. It would be the same as printing all my thoughts and hanging them near Volva's picture for everyone to see. So I reverted to an answer I knew by heart. It's all because of my parents. Dad has a new job here, and my mom... But Katja didn't even listen to me. Just rushed toward the perked up ears of her friends, whispered something while stealing glances at me and giggling. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He takes us all for fools. I've heard it's all because of his father. He crossed the road of some big shot, and now their family is hiding in our remote little village. That's not true. You're lying. And did you hear how Baburin beat him up? And all he could do was look all pathetic and take it? Stop it! You know he wasn't alone. And if that wasn't enough, there were rumors that this weirdo carries a bunny mask with him wherever he goes. You worried for my sister? Yeah, she's got some stuff to deal with, but yeah, she's pretty close to the problem at the moment. Who in their right mind would do something like that, huh, girls? I see. Our Antoshka must be truly special. Maybe he's an autist, but what if he's a serial killer? Alright, I'm not sure I appreciate either of those diagnoses or either of those judgments, but alright, fine. I'm sure you'll be able to find an axe in his backpack if you look hard enough, or something even worse. Yes. Shut up. Look at him scream, as if something bit him. His pupils, look at how wide they are. I hope he won't go insane and resort to violence again. I think I've found the voice here. I mean, there must be a reason his mom always feeds him those pills, right? Okay, listen. I don't know what the pills are for either. They're just called vitamins. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they're supposed to do for me. I don't know what I need them for. So just lay off about the pills in particular. Particular, if you might say. I just stood there in confusion, trying in vain to understand how she found out about my medicine. And what scared me even more was the possibility that her nonsense had some truth mixed in. Wait, maybe... because if Semyon emptied out my backpack, maybe there were some meds in there? I don't know. Yes, that's right. He's as insane as his little sister. Oh, you have crossed... There was a line? I mean, you've crossed a number of lines. There were a lot of lines that you crossed, but the one that you just crossed was a thick line. It was drawn and then modified to be in bold and underlined and italicized. It's a boldened, underlined, italicized line that you just crossed. Can you imagine that she says a human-sized owl visits her every night? Wait a minute, is this a dream sequence? I think this is a dream sequence. Just had a thought, this might be a dream. But not a single healthy person has seen it. And this simpleton believes her. Can you imagine that? And then I caught a single kind look for the smirking crowd. Ah, there's Polina. How can it be, Anton? Are you unwell? No, I'm fine. I mean, I'm not fine, but like, I'm okay. Polina, please listen to me. Yeah, right. Don't listen to this liar, Polinoshka. He's probably never even been to Moscow. This loser can't even stand up for himself. I did that. And he won't be able to defend you if it comes down to it. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a dream. They're just filing through all of my insecurities here. He'll run away to protect his own skin. That's not what I did. Weakling. Polina slouched as if someone kicked her in the stomach, and then burst out in tears and fell to the dirty floor, wailing and screaming. No! No! Why, Anton? Why? I couldn't understand her reaction, but I still rushed to Polina's side before getting shoved violently by Katya. Get her hands off her, you monster! Rage was building up under the veil of my fear. It's the Arthur meme. It's Arthur. And on this absolutely iconic frame, we're gonna end this episode unless the chapter ends in a few minutes here. In which case I'll just stitch it onto this. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. If you're watching live or on the VOD, then we've got however much left there is. Half an hour at most. And if you are watching and you like what you see and you haven't followed yet, I would love it if you did that. If you have followed and you haven't subscribed, I would really love it if you did that. If you are watching on YouTube, you can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can ring the bell, you can head over to Twitch and do all that stuff. And